We are now going to take a look at how to create a PHP page and what the difference is between an HTML page and a PHP page. So I'm going to start by working with a new HTML page. So I'll just click Create New HTML in this welcome screen. This is known as the welcome screen. So I'll click Create New HTML. Within this page, I'm going to say Hello World. That's a bit of a programming joke. The first page you do in a new language, you usually end up printing out Hello World. So I'll do the same. I'm going to do a file save as and save this one as HTML.html. We'll click Save. So I now have an HTML page called HTML. So if I go out to my interface here, you'll see it is listed in my Files panel. So I'm going to close it up in the document window. Now I can go out to this page and simply delete the HTML extension and add a PHP extension. It's as simple as that to create a PHP page. There is no distinct difference. The only difference between a PHP page and an HTML page is a PHP page may or may not contain PHP coding. So I'll open this page up. If we go up to the globe here, or select F12, or Control F12 on the Windows side, I'll click Preview in Firefox. You can see, even though this is a PHP page, it makes absolutely no difference. I can preview this information here. So let's do a test adding some PHP coding. Now, when you install Dreamweaver and begin working with the PHP website, you get an extra tab up here, which is the PHP tab. And within this tab, we can use it. I'll just add an extra space. And in order to add PHP to your page, within this tab, I click this left angle bracket question mark. And what that is a code block. And you can see in Dreamweaver it shows up in red to make it easier for you to see the PHP code versus the HTML code. Now what I would do is start typing and add some PHP code in that area. Now I will go out and save this page, preview it in the browser. You can see it doesn't look any different. And if I go out to View Page Source or View Source, notice there is no PHP coding whatsoever. What happens is the PHP coding that you put in between those PHP code blocks, the section that turns red in Dreamweaver, none of that coding will show up in the final version that your user will see, even if they view source. So all PHP is stripped out that you might add, including any comments in PHP you might add. But that is the difference between HTML and PHP page. What the PHP extension does is tell PHP to process everything between these tags on a basic HTML page. When it's sent to the browser, all of that PHP is stripped out, so the user only sees the final page. That is why you cannot view any PHP code through View Source out on the web. The only thing you can see is the HTML, JavaScript, or CSS pieces. The PHP will not show up in that area. So it's as simple as that to create a PHP page. Just give it a .php extension. As long as the testing environment or development environment or even your final environment is set up for PHP, PHP will process whatever is between the PHP code blocks.